Okay, forgive my shades, man. I just want to put my shades on, so I want to feel like I look cool for this video. But once again, I haven't done this in a while. I had to come vent, So, long story short, I've been working overnight in my position. We've been having like a big reflow going, a big reset going, and if you're familiar with retail terms, then you kind of understand what it is. I don't feel like really kind of diving into that. But it was some pretty big moves, so we had to go overnight, right? From the beginning, this was poorly planned. Poorly, I wouldn't necessarily say executed, because I think that, the properly planning for things, it kind of can subdue imperfect execution or lackadaisical execution when you plan properly. You know what I mean? In this situation, we haven't had that. But basically, so I was listening to my man E.T., Eric Thomas. Shout out to E.T. He's one of the people who shaped me into the person that y'all see today. But basically, he was basically saying, like, I take it into, like, he was saying that you can have a job and you can be working for someone, or you can be working for some corporation, right? And you invest in a lot of time, energy. You might be doing stuff that might not be good for your, lifting, improper lifting mechanics, messing with your back, walking on cement, asphalt, whatever the case may be all day, and contributing to potential later on down the line, problems. But my thing is this, right? It's like the fact that you can go above and beyond for a corporation or whatever the case may be and not invest into yourself. And what I mean by that, man, I'm starting to realize that all of us have some type of ability. Like success, like I heard him say this last night too. I can't really remember how he broke it down, but he was basically saying that success is meant for everybody to experience. You know what I mean? Financial freedom for everybody to experience. It's not made for one specific set of people, right? We all have dreams. We all have ambitions. Everybody who's on this planet in some shape, form, or fashion, regardless of size of the dream, has a dream. The thing is, what separates some from the pack is the ones who actually go and they act on their dreams and they actually put things into motion. Me personally, I got 3 different lanes of things that I want to do. I want to take my podcast thing to the next level. I want to get into back into my sports channel, my reactions, and just doing like, basically a ESPN version, of a YouTube channel in a sense. You know what I mean? Then I wanted to get into potentially doing some photography work. My stepdad does photography, and I had to go take pictures for them like 2 days ago for their wedding. I wish I had some pictures. I would just drop them in there, just kind of show y'all with it. And that was my first time ever really taking pictures. My stepdad sold me my first camera that I never recorded a video off of because I never had a MacBook, just the living situation and the job at the money I was making at that particular time. I wasn't able to just go outsource and go spend no $1,200, $1,300 on a MacBook. And I know you might say, well, you can get one that's refurbished for less of a price. Yeah, but at the same time, I'd rather play for something and get it brand new just because I know for the most part, not saying that it's not going to happen. I don't have to worry about dealing with something that, that wears down or that breaks down on me when I get used to, using it, whatever the case may be. But my thing is this, guys, like whatever you're doing out there in life, man, whether you work in a 9 to 5, there's not nothing wrong working a 9 to 5. I don't ever want anybody to think that it's not, I know it's not glamorized. It's not rapped about in songs. It's not talked about in podcasts, working 9 to 5s. But if you look at a lot of the successful people in life, a lot of these guys work 9 to 5s, and they had to, because the thing is this, when you're chasing a dream, right? You can't just say, oh, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to make this, or I want to make that happen, and think that it's just going to happen overnight. That's just not the way life works. So you still have to have some means of taking care of yourself. You still got to have a job to pay for rent, to pay for, gas, to pay for car, a car note, car insurance, however, whatever your situation is like, you still got to have that. Because if you're not a kid, or if you didn't come from a rich, background, you are the main source of stability in your life, like me. You know what I mean? So you get so caught up in living another person's dream and chasing another person's, dream and helping them achieve it. And, you're not reaping the benefits at all of what the people that you're doing this for is actually making, because it's so different, many levels of, chains of commands, not necessarily in store, management. It's like the higher up, you got corporate people who's making a lot of money, and you're, for the most part, the ones that's down there doing the big work. So my thing is this, right? I need everybody to do me one favor, and I need myself to do this too. So I'm not just saying this out there to y'all. Like, the point of this channel is, like, I want to eventually get into a podcast, but I want to show y'all, that a person can start from this and have this and go to obtain this, because this is the behind the scenes stuff of any, comeback story, of any come up that people don't see. Everybody just see a person making $1 million. Everybody just see a person selling a product. Everybody just see a person throwing touchdowns, making three crazy 3-pointers like Steph Curry, and y'all don't really understand the process that took for them guys to get to the point they was at in life, man. It took a lot of, losses. It took a lot of days where Steph probably could come in at one point and probably couldn't even make 53 pointers in a row, without missing and having to start over. So, man, it's the behind the scenes stuff that that never talk about, or that's never glamorized. That's why whenever a person goes for something that they want to do, right, the behind the scenes stuff is never showed. So once you hit a wall of adversity, you don't know how to deal with it, because the people that you're looking at, for the most part, or the information that you retained from them was them telling you the benefits of, oh, I make X amount of dollars, oh, I'm able to go provide and do this for myself and my family. But you're not paying attention to how they got there. You know what I mean? So my thing is, everybody who's watching this video, if you have a 9-to-5 and you got a dream, man, go after your dream. Don't think that your dream is going to happen overnight, because it's not going to happen overnight. And if that's the case, then don't even chase after it. But if you're going to go in there and you're going to bust your butt for a corporation, or you're going to do whatever, man, invest in yourself. Have your own stuff. Have something for yourself, to the point to where you can get to the point to where you employ it on your own. You make your own money. You make your own rules. You can hand down discipline through your job the way you want to handle it. And that's what happens when you are a boss, and that's what I want everybody to do, man. Like, a lot of times it ain't all about money. It ain't always about money for me. It's certain things in life that it's like feeling free. Not saying that we aren't free, but at the same time, a lot of us are slaves to a 9-to-5. Like, I seen one quote, they say that they pay you $17 an hour to forget your dreams, right? And a 9-to-5 without, like, what you call modern day slavery now is workers without a vision. So that's people who work in 9-to-5s. You got some people who work 9-to-5s and they'll work this job for 10 years plus, 5 years plus, and never move up. They will just stick at the same position. And that's what you call a slave, a worker with no vision. You know what I mean? So if you're going to bust your butt, if you're going to get up early, if you're going to work overnights, if you're going to down monster drinks to get through these shifts, if you're going to do all these things that can be very detrimental to your body, at least go after your dream. And do me one more favor too, right? Don't relate success in what you're trying to do to money, right? Because this is my thing. I was talking to my buddies today, and I told him, I was laughing, because I was like, I was like, man, in life, we keep going, we keep fighting for things that we believe in, even if we don't see no return on that investment, right? Like, I was saying that I might even die and not ever fulfill what I would consider success. But I take that back. If you was to go out today, tomorrow, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, but you lived every day, of your life chasing towards this dream, even if you didn't achieve it, that's not a life not lived, in my opinion. Because when you live a life of that, you live a life of a person with ambition. You live a life of a person with motivation. You live a life with a person with morals, principles, a lot of things that trumps living to see 60 and 70 years old when you stabbing people in the back. You're going around and you're making a profit, but you're making it in a negative manner. You know what I mean? Promoting the worst of, like, what you would consider rap music, just talking about murder, kill, females twerking, or whatever the case may be. You're promoting the bad side of it. You know what I mean? Not knocking that, but I'm just saying, I think that that's a life field. If you chase after a dream and you just, for whatever reason, you're not able to fully achieve it, as far as what you might think is, having $100,000 or whatever the case may be, because money does change situations. I'm not going to even lie on that. But I'm sitting out here in my car, man. I got a job to do. But I just had to come out here, man, because I started to get frustrated. And a lot of times I have been frustrated here of late. But I told myself, and now I'm saying this still, I got videos on this channel, like probably 3 or 4 videos on this channel right now that's already edited and uploaded. It just needs to be made public. I haven't did my tags, title, anything like that. So that's the reason why I haven't done it, just because I'm so exhausted and mentally drained from this job because of the bull crap that goes on, that once I come home, I'm not worried about I'm not worried about none of that. I want to come home and live comfortable. I want to come home and, just do whatever. And that's just not the case. But, I'm going to be a man. I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do my job like you're supposed to do as a man. That's just what comes with it. But I'm finna invest into myself. For real, for real. So, get used to seeing his face, because you got a lot of videos coming. Let me know in the comments, do y'all think those my glasses cool? I want to seem like a celebrity, you know what I mean? You wearing glasses and it's pitch black dark outside, you know what I mean? So, man, if you're watching this video now, appreciate you. If you're watching this video a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and I'm not even here anymore, appreciate you, man. I want to try to help you guys achieve success to whatever you view success, just as well as myself, and I want to document this whole journey. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video. I'm out.